Do you wonder whatever happens when your video overperforms on your channel? What it feels like? Well, it finally happened to me, and I'm going to tell you what exactly I thought and learned when one of my videos overperformed on this channel. Has it already happened to you? Tell me what you learned and what thoughts you have on the comments below. First, let me thank you. Yes, let me thank you. You who are a first earlier adopter. I'm a small YouTube channel and I want to thank you for taking the chance to click on the thumbnail and watch on this video. The video that I'm talking about is right here. Now, here's the thumbnail that I used for that video, and as of now, that video has 1,300 views and counting. And while that video was breaking out, I remember to do this one thing, which is take the time and enjoy the moment. One study published by the National Institute of Mental Health showed a correlation on how the brain responds when being exposed to traumatic events, including symptoms of anxiety and PTSD. Now, on the flip side, another study showed on how positive events help on your overall well-being and how the brain adapts to being more resilient over time when being exposed to such positive emotions. What I'm trying to say here is that negative emotions and all that, they take a toll on you. Just like in video game, when you're playing, there's enemies and they're attacking you, and over time the health of your character decreases. Well, positive emotions and remembering to reflect on them, it acts as power-ups. Like Mario, when you're doing the power-ups and you have the power to either sustain attacks or to do attacks. When a positive moment occurs, you have to be self-aware and conscious to absorb it, so you are more resilient over time. It's going to be a long journey on YouTube. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and the more you take the time to celebrate the small wins, the more you'll be able to sustain your journey on YouTube or on any other platform where you're building your personal brand. Now, having said that, I need to point that remember to separate your identity from the outcome of this journey. Too many people are tied to their politics, to their job, to their self-worth because of a job, and all that, and that's negative, because when that is taking away what you're left with, you're left with an identity crisis, and we don't want that. Certainly I don't want that for you, and it's important to remember to just separate the two, because there's a stoicism saying that the work is guaranteed but the results aren't. Right now, I'm recording these videos and I'm enjoying the moment. That's why I always end my videos with always enjoying the process of your journey, because it is a journey. It is a process. This is my own journey of building a personal brand. So remember to separate those two outcomes, because you are not your work. You are not your channel. You're much more. You are a collage of things. It's just not one thing. Maybe sometimes you won't be successful posting YouTube videos, but hey, you were successful baking a cake that week. You were successful volunteering. You're successful being a good father, mother, and all that. This is just one aspect of your life and can easily be swapped for another thing. Or at least remember that there's a lot more in life than just pressing record on the videos. There, I said it. Tip number 3, and this is very tactical. Try to write down or remember how did you felt while recording this video. For example, in my own case, I saw that this news of Sora was breaking out and how it will affect video creation in the future. So I saw this wave of people reacting, and I want to do a test, and I'm very excited by the concept of technology. That's one thing that I love to study in my free time. And hey, I'm part of the people who want to use AI as a tool, not to use AI as a substitute, but to use AI as a tool for content creation. So I wanted to share my thoughts on what the implications of Sora will have for content creators. So I was feeling very excited. I just grabbed the camera, put it on the tripod, set up the lights, and just press record, and I just didn't have any script. I just talked, and that is something that I noted that I wouldn't say that was a complete factor on whether the video was successful, but it is an important factor nevertheless. So I remembering that to remember to talk more topics that are really exciting for me emotionally. And yes, I'm going to continue giving tactics, I'm going to continue posting tutorials, but occasionally to remember, hey, also talk about things that light me on fire, that I really love to talk about. And that is something that I noted. So make sure that when you record and when you see your video pop up, write down, try to think why was it successful and how were you feeling at the moment. Because if you can replicate it later on, then that is going to be very useful for you, of course. Point number 4 is to reflect on your audience expectation versus reality. When you post a video, who did you attract? And when I posted the video, I saw that I was attracting people who are not normally visiting my channel. Of course, I was talking about AI, and I still need to talk about AI in this channel because it's going to impact how you build a personal brand. And in terms of technology of editing and content creation, it's moving very fast. So of course it's relevant, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want to attract people who just want to watch AI content on my channel. I'm not an AI channel. I'm a personal branding videographer, and I talk about the journey of building a personal brand for both you and me and how to go about it. That's what I talk about my channel, and that's the audience that I'm trying to attract. And when I posted the video, I attracted some people who want to build a personal brand, but I also attracted a lot of people who are just AI nerds and just want to also discuss the topic. And is that what I want to attract? Not necessarily. So I need to, for my own channel, dab a little more and think about this. But the people that I want to attract are the people who want to build a personal brand, who want to learn about a little bit about the process of before, during, and after recording a video, the process of distributing your videos and all that. That's what my channel is all about, or at least that's what I aspire it to be. So when I saw that I was attracting slightly different people, it gave me a pause. Because yes, it feels nice that I got all these views, but is it that the audience that I want? Is it that the audience that will show up to buy products later on when they visit my website? Maybe not. So just be aware of that. Every person has a different journey, different tactics, but for me, I have to be very aware now when I post future videos of how I'm going to structure it so it attracts the correct audience, or at least I'm going to try. You know, sometimes you can just record and post, and sometimes things are out of your control after you post it. Now, another thing that is going to be a challenge. Now, I know for a lot of people this is not going to be a good thing, but I assure you it can also be a positive thing. And I got positive comments, and I also got negative comments. I got the most comments posted on any video that I had. This was crazy. The level of engagement for my channel that this video had. And I had some people who did not have nice things to say about my channel, even people who criticized my physical appearance. I certainly don't care, but some people certainly did care. What does this have to do with anything? Nothing. I just got my first troll. And that's in itself a positive sign. When some people just post and they're just criticizing your content or they're criticizing you, that shows that you're doing something. On the other hand, you have to prepare for this. That's something also that you cannot control. You are going to get negative comments on your platform, whether it's Instagram Reels, YouTube, TikTok. You're going to get haters, and you're going to have to live with it. So it did not affect me. Actually, I haven't deleted the comments yet, because if I delete those comments, I give those people more power. So be prepared to handle negative comments. Don't feed the trolls. Just continue on doing the work. The next point that I observed, it did have a positive effect on my website. The purpose of my journey is to post video content and to over time attract people to my website. There's, by the way, just as I'm saying this, my website has articles, it has free stuff, it has video ideas that you can use and download for your own YouTube channel. It has free Canva templates. It has tutorials that you can watch, courses on how to use your camera. Go to my website, subscribe. I don't spam people. You can unsubscribe anytime you want, and you can have all those freebies. But back to the subject, I wanted to see if it had a benefit. Asterisk, it's not like a lot of people went to my website, but one person did go to my website and subscribe to my website. And that's a proof of concept. That's amazing how that feels. It's like, yeah, it has happened before, yes, but it didn't happen for a long time. It's part of my journey of growing, of attracting and building this personal brand that I'm doing. So when you're posting your videos, check out if this video is having a positive effect on either your Instagram Reels or your TikTok or whatever other platform you want to bring your people to. If not, continue to make better videos, continue to iterate so you can have that effect. Now, the other thing that I noticed, and I've always been noticing on my own journey, when a positive thing happens to myself, I'm not saying this is going to happen to you guys because each person is different, but the reason that I do meditation, the reason that I do journaling and do all that stuff for myself is because whenever I achieve something, right, it gives me that hit of dopamine, but then I'll be like, that's it, because the dopamine will not last, and whatever positive impact that it had on my life is very fleeting. And I have noticed that already for many years, but it happened again. It was a reminder that it's like, hey, I had a video that overperformed. It has already more than 1,000 views, and that was like something that I wanted for the longest time. And bam, it happened, and then like 2 weeks later, it's like, okay, moving on. So that is something to remember, to always enjoy the process in your journey. That is something that I continue to ironically fuel me to continue to do videos, because the most important thing that I can do is to just have fun with all this and continue to post videos no matter what. So in a way, it makes me more resilient to the long journey of building a personal brand, because I don't care about the end result. I just care about what I'm doing in the moment. So it's food for thought. It probably won't apply to everyone, but that's just how I see it. See if it serves you. And speaking of this journey, see if this video that you posted, see if it's repeatable. See if you can replicate it. And that's it ties back to the previous points that I was saying, and it leads to this, because if you find a way to repeat the results, let's say that you do want to continue on this path, you do want to cater to this specific audience that show up for your video, can you repeat it? Can you repeat the process? Can you repeat what you did? Can you repeat the format that you did? Again, take a look at what you did right on this video. Take a look and theorize why the people had reaction to this video. Was it the thumbnail? Was it the title? Was it the message? Was it all three? And can you repeat that on the next videos that you do? And this is very important because, well, in my case, I already said that I don't necessarily want to attract this audience, but maybe you do. Maybe when you have a breakout video, maybe you do want to attract that audience. So you have to write down your theory of why it went so well and continue posting that kind of videos. Immediately just start repeating or trying to repeat the format, trying to repeat that secret sauce with the next videos that you have. But if you're wondering how I came about to this video and how I brainstormed and went about it, well, watch this video so you can learn how to go about doing your own videos. So go watch that, and I'll see you on the next one. And always remember to enjoy the process in your journey.